You know, Lord Jearden, I haven't worked out yet if you're actually Furkrog, but the scripting has gone completely wrong because we went and dealt with that quest without talking to you, or if you're just an actor that hasn't been paid for a long time because Furkrog is dead. Either way, we're not going to be taking you up on that offer because we know what's in store for us, because we've already done it. So you can stand by that table forever with your red boots and your golden shoulder pads, telling us that there's lots of money if we go and do this thing that most certainly isn't you trying to betray us, because we're not interested. Have fun standing there forever. Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Baldur's Gate 2, the Enhanced Edition, The Shadows of Amn. And when last we left off, we cleared out Bodhi's guild, though Bodhi herself managed to elude us. She did say a few things about the Shadow Thieves, but whether what she said was true, or if it was just an effort to try and get some tension between us, is something we'll find out when we report in on our success. Hopefully this is going to be the last thing that we have to do before we can go and find Emmerwin. We have done a lot of things for them, what with eliminating an entire opposing guild and all, so hopefully that is enough. And hopefully we get a lot of experience for doing so, because we could do with more experience. We're only 75,000 experience away from gaining another level. Dawn is a lot further away, and so is Edwin, but most of the party's quite close to another level up. And I could always do with more Thacker reduction. Everyone could do with more Thacker reduction, it's just a generally nice thing to get. Are we all here? We're all here, marvellous. Now let us assemble in here, and once more gaze upon this awesome bath, because we're not going to get an opportunity to do this for quite a while, once we talk to the leader of the Shadow Thieves. Make sure you've done everything you want to do in Athkatla and in Amn in general before you talk to this person. Or if you talk to Bodhi, if you went and did that side of Chapter 3. I don't know that side of Chapter 3 that well, but I imagine there's an opportunity before you go to the next chapter for you to do everything that you want to do. We're not going to be in this area for a long time, that's why. The reason why is because we're not going to be in this area for some time. We're going to be coming back here, but it's going to be much later in the game. So, make sure you've got your shopping and everything done. I did all my shopping, I mostly sold things, and now we're up to just over 57,000 gold. This is going to be useful at some point in the future. Not right now, and not in the immediate. Yes. But it always comes in handy. Hello, Aran. We were successful. Could you give us more gold?
Of course.
So, you've returned. My advanced spies said that you confronted Bodhi in her lair. Must have been a bloody affair.
It was. I destroyed many of her followers, but she herself eluded me.
That is of no consequence. That her guild was destroyed is what truly matters. We should see a decline in the disappearance of our members now.
You probably should, unless they're disappearing for entirely different reasons. Also, 50,000 experience points each. That's what I like to see.
You have done well, and for that I am grateful. We had a deal, and I am certain you are eager to see it fulfilled.
That we are. First must come an admission of sorts, and I certainly hope you can see beyond it. We should not dwell on the old when the new is so threatening. It was the Shadow Thieves that attacked Irenicus in Joaquin's promenade. We have followed you ever since then. You were in league with him? No, he was fighting hooded figures. I am sorry I have not been fully honest, but we had to be sure you were not working for him. I assure you that we are still on the same side. So Bodhi was somewhat right. They were hiding something, though it was nothing as sinister as she implied. We knew of your capture almost as soon as it happened. Very little occurs in this city that we are not aware of. We paid little mind. Even though it was done outside of the Shadow Thieves, we thought that a simple kidnapping was nothing to be concerned of. But soon after that, we started losing people. That was when Bodhi appeared, though we did not know her name at the time. Members were threatened or seduced into her guild. None was seen again. We still don't know where most are. Even her cadre could not have fed on all of them. By chance, a body was found in the sewer, leading us to Irenicus and his strange dungeon. We battled and lost, but the Cowled Wizards took him, as you saw. I saw your efforts. It was a slaughter. We must take partial responsibility for your loss of Emoen, but our chief concern was Irenicus at the time. We still don't know why he killed our guild members. Probably because you were poking your nose in where it didn't belong. I'd take that as my guess. So we followed you. You were the only living thing to emerge from his prison. We watched your every step and made sure you would be close to us. We weren't the only person that survived. There was also Yoshimo, and Jaheira, and Minsk. How is Jaheira, by the way? Did that curse make her rot away and die? You probably wouldn't tell us even if we asked. So why all the money then? Why not just interrogate me? We had to be sure. We could not let an enemy into the guild when we were so weakened. In truth, your gold was much needed as well. We thought you could lead us to him, and you can. You seek Emoen and Irenicus, and we seek answers. They were taken to the same place, you see. The Cowled Wizards took them to the one place mages in Athkatla truly fear, a place where their power is stripped and examined, their minds laid open for study.
I have heard it called a residence for the magically deviant, but mages just call it Spellhold. It is an asylum where people are sent to disappear.
What sort of place is this that no one knows of it? You must realize that it is not as simple as launching an assault. Spellhold is a fortress asylum, designed to hold mages and other talented people. Let me be the first to express concerns about going somewhere designed to hold mages. I do not like this. You'd be in more danger if they were collecting cowards, fool. Now be quiet. The island it is located on is under its own rule, and even the Cowled Wizards are not certain what becomes of those sent there. No one wanted to be associated with it once it began. It is difficult enough just to book passage. That is what your gold was for.
Once on the island, you will be on your own to contend with the asylum defenses and with the pirates that run the place. Return with Imoen as you wish. Kill Irenicus if you can.
If Irenicus is in the asylum, isn't he no longer a danger? We are not sure. Spies within the Cowled Wizards tell us they have not had direct contact with the Isle for some time. That should be a red alert warning siren telling you something's not right. But then again, you should have been paying attention to the cutscene just before the start of Chapter 3. It is truly a place where the troublesome are forgotten. The incident with Irenicus was to be ignored lest people demand more sanctions against mages. I'm ready to go then. No more time can be wasted. Let's set sail. There is also the option to say, we'll go soon, but I need to do a few things, which could be about 5 quests and several days worth of shopping, but we're ready to go.
Excellent. The ship awaits. Good luck to you. I hope we all find what we are looking for.
Indeed. Cutscene time.
Awaken, child. It is time for another test.
Oh, please. I can't take this.
Patience, Imoen. Soon it will all end.
No! Don't do this! I don't want to die!
Silence, dog. You have no purpose but to die by my hand.
Incactus pulca imperium.
You are nearly ready for her, Imoen. She will be pleased.
This shall be your ship to the island. The bulk of your gold purchased your passage, as well as the silence of the crew.
So, something exceptionally sinister is going on in Spellhold, and we're waltzing right towards it. This is not going to end well, is it? Probably not.
Though a silence more symbolic than anything, as you may well find my men a boisterous lot at all hours. I encourage general pleasure.
And here is our ship's captain.
The personal habits of your crew are your business, Captain. Just as long as they perform as they should and deliver my people in good time.
Never a fear nor worry should cross your thoughts this eve, my lord. I travel the sea. good many times, and I foresee no troubles.
Then let us proceed to introductions. Terri Coleman, this is Captain Seaman Havarian. He and his ship will... Mr. Havarian, what is your ship called? The name changes as do the winds, mainly as I never seem to affix the plate with the proper resin. She be the Gallant for now, until whim takes me elsewhere. As for the voyage, heed my words, Terri, as there are dangers to the sea you may not be aware of. I'm all ears, Captain. Yours is the voice of experience, and I will listen. A sudden squall or hidden reef could prove deadly to the unwary, though we are more likely to encounter pirates of ill repute. That is why I have included some protection for this voyage. Protection? I was not aware of any such plans. The captain should be consulted on all such matters. Certainly, I'm providing an extra crew member, one that will attempt to improve the overall safety of the voyage. This is Syme, and she will be staying very close to you, Seaman Havarian, for your safety, of course. And also to spy on him, I imagine? Of course. I shall make certain that, should we be surprised at sea, death will not come from a surprise source. Do I make myself clear? As clear could be, milady, though I'm not sure I approve of your tone. I assure you, nothing untoward will happen during our crossing. Syme shall also advise you, Terri. She is acquainted with a few of the inhabitants of the island. Then we are fully staffed and ready to sail. Best that we get underway as soon as possible. Disembark, my lord, and we shall away. Hold fast. The journey begins.
Aran Linvale has proven trustworthy. You are soon under sail with the flamboyant Seaman Havarian at the helm. The journey is uneventful, and if there were other ships on the same course, they must have kept a discreet distance. You make good time, and soon there is a sizable island on the horizon. It might have been considered a pleasant place, but a grim shadow extends the length of it. The asylum, Spellhold, looms from a cliffside.
Good job making the place sound sinister, game. Oh, it's sinister.
We have arrived, and in good time, I might add. Congratulatory remarks for all the crew, and to our visitors for their delightful company.
Bah! Well, I have no intention of being pleasant. I've heaved up enough of my guts on this trip to leave me emptier than a halfling's head. Never will you get me aboard a ship again. I, for one, found it quite pleasing to see you pale and leaning over the side like a forlorn sailor. I would have pushed you overboard if I didn't think Terri would object. I would respond to your comment with me axe if the mere thought of moving didn't make me stomach royal. Begone, and count yourself lucky this time. Are you alright? No, I'm not alright, you stupid, incompetent, half-witted wizard! A particular congratulations to you, Captain. It was fortunate you distracted those other ships we saw in the distance. Your signals in the night. Were they some type of warning? Yes, well, I thought they might be pirates, so I merely displayed a series of lights that mirrored their own. I wish to appear as though I were one of their own. Again, my compliments. It did seem that they truly believed your signal meant there would be trouble if they attacked. It merely proves how short of wit they can be. One must always be a step ahead of their adversaries. Regardless, we have arrived. I leave you to your mission, whatever it may be. It has been a pleasure sailing in your company, but now I take my leave. I do not trust this pirate Terri. His manner is that of a fool, but his behavior during the voyage betrays a cunning mind beneath. That may be true, but he's not our problem anymore. He has delivered us as promised. There are more important things to worry about. Agreed. Be prepared. This place is dangerous enough even without my suspicions of Seaman. And off they go. Gold has been placed in your keep. That's lovely. We're a little far away from our keep. We're not going to be getting that for a while, but it will slowly accumulate. And there is Syme. There's nothing that we can loot over here. and there is a sizable area for us to explore. So let's get about exploring. And when you said you'd be going off...
I fear I cannot allow you to leave my presence just yet. While I must admit to a certain fondness for you all, I have little choice in what I must do.
I do not like the tone of your voice. What do you intend?
My apologies, as I said. This was not my intention at all, but one must do what good business dictates.
You're going to betray us, aren't you? You will recognize those that face you now. I do hope they make short work of this encounter. I have no tolerance for violence, really. Well, here are some vampires. What do you know? Simon was working with Bodhi's guild all along. This is going to complicate matters somewhat.
Yes.
But I'm quite sure we can take care of them. Let's get to it. Let's get you over here. And you're going to be firing off various things, and we'll let Corgan tank those ones while you two attack that one. And we could also get you to fire a few arrows off, you to sling a few bullets. Corgan should be fine with that one. And you're gone. Also, do you mind helping a bit, Sime? No? Don't feel like helping? Okay, that's fine. We'll take care of this ourselves then. We'll focus our attacks like this, and this should be over pretty quickly. There's the second one taken care of, and the third. Marvelous.
An excellent day for whatever you're after.
I knew he would prove treacherous. Our threats were sufficient to keep us safe while afloat, but there must be someone here that he fears even more. There can be only one who is responsible for this thief. The one we fought earlier and prevented from destroying your precious guild. Certainly this was Bodhi's doing. These creatures would not have followed Simon of their own will. His weakness would disgust them. Unfortunately, he fled the battle. I shall be sure to repay him if I see him again. There are more important things to worry about right now. I must see that you are able to enter the asylum. Go to the tavern. Speak with a man named Sanic. If there is a way into the asylum, he will know it. I will scout around a bit and meet you at the pass leading to the asylum itself. Work with haste, Terri Coleman. Our enemies know we are here. That they do! And you have magic as well!
Go bother
So
someone
we
else.
have a quest. We need to go to the tavern. But first we will switch out the staff so that you can turn invisible. And now we'll have a look around. There may be things like that we can look at.
I'm not good.
Aha! 2 gold. We are rich beyond our wildest dreams. You'll pay, you will. I'll see to it. I stand by my claims. A pox on your father's father if you think otherwise. I've never been so insulted in all my born days. You, sir, are a rotter. That's right, Andante. You show him with those scathing words. I'm sure he's reeling. Stow it in your aft deck, milksop. Gentlemen, if you please. I have 3 other duels to govern today, and I haven't time for the particulars of each. Quite alright from my standpoint. His commentary on my lineage demands blood. And his constant blathering demands me boot to his backside. I'll do you for that, right straight I will. Then bring your weapons to bear, gentlemen. I will duly record the outcome and prevent any investigation of impropriety. Huh? He means he'll make sure I don't get in trouble for killing your sorry posterior. That's the last I hear from your pompous tongue, I swear. And thus they fight! Culture will defeat you loutish brutes each and every time. And the fact that he sort of looked at the guy running the duel for about half of the fight. Well sported, sir. I shall have Disharik apprised of the results. And off they go. Also, if we wanted it, free longsword. We don't want it though.
What would you like?
Now there's somewhere over here that we can look at. Lady Galvena's Fest Hall is currently closed. You shall have to return later. That we will. And there's Callahan. Hello.
Mate?
Hello, mate. What's the good word then? Callahan I'll be, Scourge of the Seven Seas. Don't I know you? Callahan don't be owing you money, do he? I do know you. Are you not Callahan the sailor, lately of Ulgoth's beard? You warned me about Mendas. The very same. Mistress Mallory's a mean one, she is. Ah, so we've met someone that we know from the previous game. Always nice to see a familiar face. What happened? Were you forced to leave? A sad, sad tale, 'tis that you're about to hear. Miss Mallory got it into her head that Callahan was spreading malicious rumours about her. I admit I may have been a bit free with the tongue wagging, but 'tisn't like my stories be untrue. Mallory has connections on account of her activities. She had Scotty McAverstein give old Callahan a sound beating and a ticket to Brynlaw. Here I've been ever since. I found me place in the smuggling trade. Things could have been worse, I suppose. Is there anything of interest happening here in town? Aye, 'tis a place of adventure, Brynlaw is. If by adventure you mean drinking and other shore leave activities. Why, the crew of the Bleeding Mary just got in. Drinking up a storm, they is. That does sound exciting. I'll be leaving now. As you'd have it. Don't to get your pantaloons in a knot. And when we come back, folks, we've got Brynlaw to explore. And maybe we'll meet more people that we've seen in the past. I wonder if we can rest on the streets. We probably can't. We'll need to go to the tavern, I'm sure. But the tavern won't be too far away. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later.